So this is the match to see who goes through to the final against Te Awamutu. It's between Wesley College kicking off, and in the blue and white St Kentigern of Auckland, the team that's won the tournament for the last 2 years. And so a lot of pressure on them defending their title. And already St Kentigern's have good possession. Pass just knocked down. And good work by number 7 there for St Kentigern's, David Surridge. Wesley having trouble getting a hold of the ball. There goes Richard Everett. And there's an opportunity already for St Kentigern's. The ball again just knocked down, but in fact it was knocked on. Well, it was a timely knockdown because it would have been a try. So at least the try was saved, but St Kentigern's have the opportunity to go again from the scrum. Te Awamutu winning the first semi-final. St Kentigern's perhaps giving away a little in weight in this game. Pretty solid looking unit. Wesley College. Cameron Markroft to feed the scrum for St Kentigern's, and it's a free kick to the Auckland team. So they've made all the running so far in the game. Turned back by Surridge. It's a question of retaining possession or trying to. That's what it's all about in sevens, but in fact they've lost possession. That goes for James Patrick for Wesley College, running himself into a bit of trouble. Number 7 is Jonah Lomu, the captain of Wesley. That's a high tackle, but the referee is coming back for a prior infringement as Collegiate was away for Wesley. So St Kentigern's maintaining the pressure here. No scorers yet. Markroft with the feed, trying to run the blind side, but again the ball stolen away. Off goes Lomu. Josh Lomu's pretty quick. Now coming across is Robinson to try and haul him in, and he did a good job too. That's a useful pass in the field to Paerata. And Wesley are going to score the first try of the semi-final, Daniel Fotu. And he goes way back to take a bit of time. And so the first try of the second semi-final scored by Daniel Fotu for Wesley. And it actually came from a very long run by Kafu. So nice defence. He's run down here by Doug Robinson, who makes a good tackle, but that's a nice pass back in field. And the players running onto it, Whinianganofa, and then the galloping Daniel Fotu, and that's a nice try under the post for Wesley, so they lead by 5 points to 0. And a regulation conversion from Kafu. So the try scored by Daniel Fotu, converted by Josh Kafu, and Wesley ahead by 7 points to 0. Brett Williams with the restart. Wesley maintaining possession inside their 22. Oh, he's knocked it on. That's a bad mistake. The referee plays the advantage. Some solid tackling there. In going and making a spot tackle was Fotu. So the referee goes back, having played an advantage, kept the advantage going for some time. Goes back now for the knock-on by Wesley. Very solid front three, Wesley. In fact, they push St Kentigern's off the ball again, and not too much tackling going on either. Now the try scorer once more, and he can certainly run when he gets going. Fotu. Now it's with James Patrick. Loose ball scooped up by Josh Kafu, the man who started the first try. Possession now is Lomu. And Wesley got a big line up here if they want to use it. And away goes number 9. This is Ricky Jones. Now it's in for Lola here. And Wesley are going to go in under the bar again. I think he enjoyed that. Well, that's a try that came from near their own 22. But they certainly always had the numbers. In fact, there is the 22 right there. So they've run a long, long way. But there was a big overlap, and it was a well-organised try. As Jones went away downfield, looked like he'd have the legs, but in the end, it went infield to Lolohea, and just keeping an eye on things, tongue out, and scores the try. Conversion made by Josh Kafu, and so it's 14 points to 0. Try scored by Lolohea, 14-0, and the defending champions St Kentigern's in a bit of trouble here in the second semi-final. Kick out by Brett Williams. Oh, we've got a man in front. Well, you don't need that, because this game is all about possession, and to concede it like that, back on halfway. So Wesley must be getting close to half-time, leading by 14 points to 0. And offside against the halfback, Cameron Marcroft, for St Kentigern's. So have a shot at goal here. Well, it all helps in the slowing down of the game process. Up by 14 points to 0. There's no real necessity to keep it going in a hurry, so Josh Kafu was going to have the shot. Right on halfway. The hooter has gone, indicating half-time, but we'll have to wait and see whether the ball goes dead. Gives it a pretty good nudge. It's not going to get there, though, so St Kentigern's had the opportunity to keep it alive, but decided not to. And that is half-time, and Wesley College lead the defending champions St Kentigern's at half-time in the second semi-final by 14-0.
While it's half-time, I'll just give you the score in the Gallagher Shield. At this stage, Ponsonby are leading now by 21 points to 0. While we've got this spell, I'd just like to thank once again the Health Sponsorship Council, Armourguard Security Limited, AS Bank Community Trust, the Rugby Foundation of New Zealand, Surface Powered Rugby Union Club, the Brewery, Celtic Coral New Zealand Limited, and Pepsi Cola has given us Auckland.
So the second half of the second semi-final, and Wesley College with a good lead, 14 points to 0, and immediately they have possession. They have the ability to score tries from a long way out, and here we go once again. That's a lovely run by Lomu, the captain. It looks like he's going to go all the way. That is a magnificent try from inside the 22, and he got it down. That's the 3 tries now. Wesley lead by 19 points to 0, and at the moment anyway, they look headed for the final. But what a lovely run this is from Lomu as he accepts the ball inside the 22 and simply takes off down the left wing side through that tackle and outside another one. And that is a magnificent try. There was support on field as well. He didn't need it, and it's 19-0. Kafu then attempting to add the extras. He's done it twice so far in the match, and it looks like he's done it. No, he hasn't. He's just put it away to the left. So the try not converted this time. The try scored by Jonah Lomu, the captain. It's 19 points to 0, Wesley lead. Restart made by Brett Williams from St Kentigern. He's the nephew of BG Williams. But Wesley running very, very strongly, and really St Kentigern's have been forced into the role of defence most of the time. They've had to make a heck of a lot of tackles. Now a chance for St Kentigern's. The bounce here will be important, going back in cover defence once again rather casually is Lomu, and it's also easy. And they'll go back for the 22 dropouts. Te Awamutu through already to the final, and on the evidence of what we've seen so far, it looks like it could be Wesley, but St Kentigern's might have something to say about that. The pass goes back in field. Oh, there was an opportunity for Grant Hill, but just lost control of the ball near the goal line. New Zealand under-16 representative, and an opportunity there to get St Kentigern's back into this match. They need a bit of a break. They've conceded 3 tries, 2 of which have been converted. Wesley again have control of the ball near their own posts, and they are capable of running it out, as I said before, but they've lost it. The referee's playing an advantage here, and in fact St Kentigern's are going to get some advantage by the looks of things as well. St Kentigern's having possession for the longest period, really, but still the thunderous tackling of Wesley. Pass goes back in field. They must score here, surely. Yes, they do. So St Kentigern's do get a try through Cameron Marcroft. So 19 points to 5. Well, this was good play. The referee played a long advantage here, and St Kentigern's really for the first time have been able to hang on to the ball for a reasonable length of time, and in the end the defence just wasn't there, and Cameron Marcroft scored the try. Brett Williams is the goal kicker, and he's dragged that away to the left. So it's 19 points to 5. The try scored by Cameron Marcroft. Looks like he's taken a bit of a knock doing it. Wesley's College team representing counties still with this comfortable lead, 19 points to 5. That's not a good kick out though, and so it'll be back to halfway. Players perhaps getting a little bit tired. It's been a tiring day for these fellas. They had to go through pool play, now into the semi-finals, and then one of these teams goes through to the final to meet Te Awamutu, who got through with a good win over Te Aute College. St Kentigern's coming back into this a little now with the last couple of minutes. Going back and cover defence was here for Wesley College, and again St Kentigern's back in possession. Now Wesley got to be a bit careful here. If they concede another try shortly, then it closes up a little. But Wesley again.
Come on, Jonah!
Ball loose just out from the 22 in Wesley territory. Now the kick through by Marcroft, and it's forced by Wesley College, so it'll be another 22 dropout. Nice work there by Grant Hill for St Kentigern's. They need to score very quickly. They're a long way behind in this game. 19 points to 5. Hill trying to wrench it clear, but in the end it goes the other way. And again, some solid tackling by Wesley. It's been one of the features of their game. Not only their ability to run tries out from the long way, but their tackling. Now here we go again. only 2. And the pace of the game starting to have its effect. High level of fitness required, obviously, for sevens rugby. And some of these young fellas are just starting to feel it. Whoever gets through to the final has got to play 10 minutes each way. So that'll sort the men out from the boys. Another kick and chase attempt by Stuart Evans for St Kentigern's. Scrambly play. And finally, St Kentigern's back. They favour the kick and chase. But in fact, not too many people chasing that one as it goes over the touchline. And Wesley just running the clock down, and they're happy to hear the final whistle, arms aloft. And Wesley College have knocked out the defending champions St Kentigern. So Wesley win by 19-5, and the final then will be between Wesley from Counties and Te Awamutu. Well, Jonah, congratulations on making the final. It must be a big thrill for you.
Yeah, it was. Been held up by St Kitts for 3 years in a row. First time in 3 years. Beaten.
Yes, well, they're a tough team, aren't they? I mean, as you say, they're the defending champions, so it's good to knock the champions out.
Yeah. Oh, it's quite good. Yeah, it's a real good feeling.
Now, did you guys concentrate on sevens, or what do you like best? Are you a 15-man?
Oh, we don't know really, because we like all sorts of rugby, really. Touch, you know. Yeah, we don't really concentrate on one game.
Okay, now presumably saw the first semi-final. What do you think of Te Awamutu, your opponents in the final?
Oh, they'll be real hard. Yeah, they'll be going out to win that game.
Okay, well, all the best.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Stand it there and bring it in. Oh, there's Doug. It's Doug.
Right, we're right down to the wire now, and the winning team from this game will go to Circus Paradise for 5 days on behalf of Smoke Free, or with the help of Smoke Free. Today's organisation has been organised and run by the Condor Rugby Club.
Thanks, Jeff. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Smoke-Free National 7 Secondary Schools Final. The two sides, we're looking at Te Awamutu at the moment, and they're up against Wesley College. Let's have a look at the team lineups, and firstly a look at the Te Awamutu team, and players to look out for here include number 9, the captain, Michael Spires, Nicky Little, number 10, a nephew of Walter Little, the man with the long hair, number 2, Joseph Crowley. And now to Wesley College, and believe you me, they're big fellows and standout players here to keep an eye on. Number 4, Josh Kaufu, number 6, Daniel Fotu, and the captain of the side, number 7, Jonah Lomu. So there we are, the Wesley College team. And they're all fired up for the final. They won this event back in 1989. And their opponents in the final this afternoon, Te Awamutu College, coached by Bruce Forsyth, haven't won the title before. And so this final is 10 minutes each way. In the lead up to the final, it's been 7 minutes each way. This time it's 10 each way, and if they're even at the end of normal time, we then go into a sudden death situation. So it's been a long, hard day for some of these fellows, and Te Awamutu College to get us underway in the final in good conditions, and immediately a mistake by Daniel Fotu, a knock on. And referee Richard Eggleston will put down a scrum. He scored a lovely try in the semi-final, did Daniel Fotu, and he is an exciting player out on the left wing side for Wesley College, but it's Te Awamutu in the blue and white stripes. They have an early advantage.
No, it's not out of there, right? Wesley.
And it's quickly taken by the halfback Spires. Gets it across for Nicky Little, number 10. He's the goal kicker in the team, trying to lob it in behind the Wesley players. Now have a look at the pace on the left wing side of Daniel Fotu. There's a lot of kick and chase in this game. It's a tactic that's used often because obviously the defences stand up very flat. Some solid tackling going on already. So Wesley College in possession through Lomu, the captain. And now he is very quick indeed. And this could well be the first try of the final. Yes, it is. With Jonah Lomu, who scored a spectacular semi-final try. So he gets the first touchdown of the final. And Wesley College already into the lead by 5 points to 0. Jonah Lomu, he is a big, long striding player. He got away from the first tackle, gets over halfway, and legs pumping, and the Te Awamutu defence not quite quick enough to get to him, and Lomu has the first try. So the captain gets the first touchdown. 5 points to 0. Wesley lead. And the goal kicker for Wesley is Josh Kafu. From a handy position, Kafu. And that's a nice kick too. So they get the full quota of 7 points. Do Wesley College. And they've got plenty of support here too, Wesley College, from down in the Counties Union, down near Paerata. And I suppose it's fairly obvious that they would have more support than Te Awamutu. So 7 points to 0, Wesley College. In possession here is Daniel Fotu. It's all about retaining possession, obviously in this game. Even if you're not making too much progress forward, you've got to hang on to it. Now here he goes again, Jonah Lomu, and we might see a bit of this afternoon. He is quite an outstanding individual, and he's certainly a good size for a schoolboy, isn't he? And so Lomu makes it 2 in about 90 seconds, and Wesley ahead by 12 points to 0. Having put away St Kentigern in the semi-final. Now this is directly from the kick-off, so Te Awamutu haven't got their hands on the ball at any stage in this move. And Lomu just a little shimmy, and away he goes. And what a magnificent sight that is. And there's no stopping the flying captain of Wesley College. And he gets his second try right under the bar. And 12 points to 0. And there shouldn't be too many problems for the goal kicker, Kafu. So 14 points to 0, and Te Awamutu have got a lot of work to do now. It's important to get away to a good start, and in fact both Wesley and Te Awamutu in their semi-finals made strong starts, and on this occasion Wesley have very much got the jump on Te Awamutu. 14 points to 0. One World of Sport live with the smoke-free National Sevens final from Merton Road in Auckland. Te Awamutu kick out again. Now they're going to have to make a few tackles or that score could mount up. It's 10 minutes each way, so they're going to get a bit tired by the end of this one. Chiming in was number 8, Joe Bagley for Wesley. You can see here how they're just trying to maintain possession, but some good work there by Joseph Crowley for Te Awamutu, and he gives the side the ball. They haven't seen much of it. Now the other good thing about Wesley is that they can tackle. Not only are they efficient at running the ball, they can certainly tackle. And it's taken quickly by James Patrick, number 3. Across for the outstanding Lomu. Decides to try and take on the world and then try and slip the pass. But he made a bit of a hash of it, and Te Awamutu are going to come up with their first try. And number 4, Bevan Brown, has scored the try. So maybe, in fact, Lomu just did a little too much. And in the end, it was a 5-pointer for Te Awamutu. Well, you can see here Lomu, he tried to take on 3 players, then threw an impossible pass. And Bevan Brown, with those long legs, and he's under the bar, so that's almost a guaranteed 7-pointer. So it's 14 points to 5. The goal kicker is Nicky Little, nephew of Walter Little. And he pushes it through, so Te Awamutu come back into it, 2 tries to 1. And the try scorer, Bevan Brown. And it's 14-7 now. A very high standard of competition throughout the day here. Vociferous support from the sideline. Traditionally this game, or this tournament is held when weather's not too good. In fact, last year it was a very wet day indeed. It's been threatening to rain all day, but hasn't really got round to it. Taken down, or not taken down, by Crowley. You can see the very strong tackling that's been going on. And the knock on by Crowley. And so Wesley have forced the scrum. 14-7. They're still in the first half. Whanianganofa playing at halfback for Wesley College. Now controlling it as Fotu. Almost getting through the gap, then not releasing the ball. He went to ground, didn't release it, got up and went again, and is penalised by referee Eggleston. Taken by the captain, Michael Spires, for Te Awamutu. Some real commitment in those tackles. Well, they didn't stick with it that time, but they did finally. And into touch goes Little. The 2-man lineout's being used in the 7-a-side game. Over the top again for Lomu, who seems to be all over the field. He pops up on the left wing side. He's in the lineouts as well. So it'll be the captain for Te Awamutu, Michael Spires, into the scrum just on his own side of halfway. Whips it away for Little. Wayne Barr in possession. Still on their own side of halfway. Trying to retain the ball. That's good defence again by Wesley. In fact, they've turned the man over. The ball lying there for anybody to claim. And finally the referee will settle it down and awards the scrum to Wesley, much to the delight of the crowd across on the far side. 14-7, Wesley lead. Here's a good little surge by Whanianganofa. Now the race is on, and it's a question of controlling the ball and just touch and goal, I think. Yes, and back they go to the 22. It was a near thing. Saya Whanianganofa, very quick indeed, and some of the defence for Te Awamutu just a little casual. The ball bouncing away, and just getting his toe to it was Paul Wheeler for Te Awamutu. So Te Awamutu now back in charge of the ball. Still 14-7. Now it's claimed by Wesley College, number 8, Joe Bagley. Now it's with the outstanding Jonah Lomu. Here he goes again, 3 tries. And again he's under the bar. Well, he really is an outstanding player. And Lomu gets try number 3, makes it 19-7. He's got such magnificent acceleration. The initial thrust made by Fotu. There's Lomu, a handoff. And once he gets through the first line of defence, so there's nobody else home. And it's 19-0. So it's Josh Kafu. There goes the hooter for half-time. So Kafu should be able to push this one through. Yes, he has. And it's 21-7 at half-time. A good lead for Wesley. We'll be back after the break. Firstly here, though, is Jeff Bryan. Thank you, Jeff. Yes, a long haul for Te Awamutu in the second half. They've got a lot of work to do as Josh Kafu gets us underway for Wesley College in the second spell. All 3 tries scored by their outstanding captain, Lomu, and already Wesley College threatening, but it's taken away here by Joseph Crowley for Te Awamutu, but he's back in possession of Wesley, and they have an opportunity. Now it's knocked down, and in fact knocked on. The referee playing advantage. Now here he goes again, Lomu, and he's fed it out wide, and Joe Bagley diving into the corner. And that is a very good start to the second half for Wesley, and they get another 5-pointer to go out now to 26 points to 7. But again, it was all started by Jonah Lomu, and a nice pass away to the flying Joe Bagley out on the left wing side. And despite the attentions of Joseph Crowley, it's another try. So that's 4 now for Wesley, and they're starting to overwhelm Te Awamutu, who haven't had quite the same amount of ball to play with. So Bagley has the try, 21-7. Really, Te Awamutu needed to score first in the second half, but they weren't able to achieve that. So it's Josh Kafu. The most difficult kick in the final for him. Got it up nice and high, but just drifted away to the left. So the try not converted, Bagley's try not converted, and it's 26 points to 7. A very handy break indeed for Wesley, but things can change dramatically in Sevens rugby. And it only takes a couple of quick tries, and Te Awamutu could be back in this in a flash. Kicked out by Nicky Little. Crowley has it. Players looking around to see what the referee had to say. In fact, he didn't have anything to say, but it didn't go 10 metres. That's what they were looking at. And the referee was waiting for some advantage. In the end, there wasn't one. Now Wesley want them to kick it out again. Well, that's not going to make it either. So we'll try again. This could go on forever. Trying to loft it so that it comes down about the 10-metre line, and this time he does achieve it. But again, Wesley College back in possession, and they're so good with the ball in hand. Now here he goes down the left wing side, Jonah Lomu. We've seen him go down here a few times this afternoon, and here's 4 tries for the afternoon, or 4 tries for the game. My word, what an outstanding player this fellow is. And Jonah Lomu gets his 4th try of the final, and it's 31 points to 7. Well, that was almost a replica of the try he scored in the semi-final. Down the left wing, he's popped up all over the park. We've seen him run down the middle. We've seen a couple of times out on the left, and certainly Wesley nowhere to throw it. Out to the flying winger, and it's got so much pace. A desperate attempt there by Michael Spires to pull him in, but Lomu is in for yet another outstanding try. So Kafu will no doubt add the extra 2, and he does that. So at 33 points to 7, it's very difficult now to see Te Awamutu getting back into this one. They certainly had their chance at 14 points to 7. But we've seen 2 second half tries now scored by Wesley. So back we go to the kick out. He makes it this time. Oh, that's an early tackle. Made by Paul Wheeler. Well, they're certainly in there trying, Te Awamutu. It looks very much as though the smoke-free National Sevens Secondary School Championship for 1993 will go the way of Wesley College. They won it back in 1989. In fact, it's really been dominated by colleges from the Auckland area. Sacred Heart, Auckland Grammar, Mount Albert Grammar, St Kentigern have won it a couple of times. The only side really from outside the Auckland area to win it was Te Aute back in 1988. Organising the defence, players pointing. Now Little, he'll be chased by Lomu. Now who's got the legs here? trying to angle the kick away. Quite a clever kick too, but it just goes into touch. It's a very clever play indeed, and Wayne Barr, had he got a favourable bounce, would have got across in the corner for sure. So that was encouraging stuff from Te Awamutu. Well behind on the board though, 33 points to 7. Wesley College have it 10 metres out from their own line. They're quite capable of running in tries from this distance. We've seen them do it many times here today. They're not going to get a chance here because they've cocked up possession. And now Michael Spires, the little captain from Te Awamutu. Little tries to flick the pass wide. Keeping it in the field to play well. Spires across again for Little. Once again, the tackling is very sound from Wesley. They're a good attacking team, but my word, they can also defend. Now here's trouble brewing again. Guess who's looming out here? This could be it. In fact, you'd just about put money on it, wouldn't you? No, I think he's running out of puff. Well, who could blame him? That's good chasing and tackling by Paul Wheeler from Te Awamutu. Ball thrown quickly. Well, you can hardly blame Jonah Lomu. There he is, hands on knees. If he's starting to feel the pinch a bit, he's running 4 sensational tries. So to throw in, it's Joseph Crowley. Lomu's pretty versatile. He's just won the line out. Remember, he's also a left winger. And now another try coming up. This time it's Daniel Fotu, who's been perhaps a little quiet in the final, while Lomu has taken all the limelight. But Fotu, who played a big part in getting the team through to the final, gets another try. It started with a line-out win from Lomu, and then watch Fotu, a very strong run from outside the 22. And again, the long strides and another try. So Kafu adds the extras, 40 points to 7. Kicking out is Nicky Little. 40 points to 7. Wesley well and truly in control of this game. It'll be nice to see Te Awamutu finish in style. Up it goes for Little. Little looking to get into that gap. That's a beautiful handoff. Can he do it again? He's got support in field, and Wayne Barr gets a try for Te Awamutu. And that's a popular try. Good strong running as Barr bangs it down. And Te Awamutu, something of a consolation try perhaps, but they've had a day like everybody else here. Takes a fair bit to make the final. Good running here by Nicky Little, a lovely handoff. Then Jones came at him again, but in support, good support, Wayne Barr. And that's Te Awamutu's second try of the afternoon. 40 points to 12, should be converted by Barr. He's going to do the job himself. Well, he tried to do the job himself. You can see the funny side of it. It doesn't really matter too much at this stage. So it's 40 points to 12. And Wesley College to bring the ball back for the last act. There's no question that they'll win the smoke-free National Sevens. About a minute remaining in the final, and really it's been an excellent all-round performance by the Wesley College team. They've been by far the superior team on display here today. They put St Kentigern's away in the semi-finals. They were the defending champions and no doubt the favourites. Now Crowley, oh, that's a handy pass, that one, and away goes Barr, chased by Fotu. Who's going to win this one? Barr does. So a late rally by Te Awamutu as the hooter goes. And what a lovely pass you see here from Crowley. Look as he flicks it around beautifully. And then it was just a straight out foot race between Daniel Fotu, the defender, and Wayne Barr with the ball. And the attacking player wins, scores the try. 40 points to 17. They didn't bother with a conversion, and so the winner of the Smoke-Free National Sevens side tournament for 1993 is Wesley College from the counties area by 40 points to 17. We'll hop downstairs and grab one or two interviews for some of the key players. In the meantime, enjoy this musical review of the day's play here at Merton Road. Are you on me or not? Well, I'll just go. Welcome back to Merton Road. So the final is all over and a big win really for Wesley College. And Jonah, congratulations. It was a mighty effort.
Yeah, the boys have been training all season, getting ready for it. Yeah, and they just pulled it out when we needed it. Yeah.
I can't believe you can still talk after that performance of yours.
No, I tried my best last season. Yeah, just gave it my most. Yeah, everything that I had, I put it into the game and into my boys. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have taken it out anyway. Yeah.
Good on you, Jonah. Michael, tough final, but good to get through to the final anyway.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we knew we were up against it in the final, but yeah, congratulations to Wesley, and I'd like to wish them good luck in Aussie, and I'd like to just say hello to Boss and the Hopkins down in Invercargill. Thanks.
Down in Invercargill?
Yep.
Okay, good on you. Right, we've got Ron Don here, former New Zealand councillor, and Ron, you got the presentation to make.
Yes, it's a fine record on both the teams to get through to the final of this prestigious tournament. And to Wesley College, Joshua, I have much pleasure in handing you this trophy.
Yeah.